I'm Kimberley Thompson with the MIssion Hospice Society, and just wanted to share a little bit about our groups here, that some of the money that we receive from the United Way, where it goes to help those in need in the community of Mission and surrounding area. One of the greatest needs that we have is providing support to our children's programs. One of the most recent programs that we finished was this past summer in July. We had a summer children's bereavement camp. So we had 15 children at that camp, and we had 4 volunteers that helped with myself as staff. And those children ranged in ages from about 7 to 12 years old. Interesting thing is they all got along well, and they all had many similarities that they would never have known that they had prior to coming to the camp. So one particular situation that happened at the camp was of a little boy and girl that came to our camp. They had lost their dad about a year and a half ago in a workplace accident, and she was about 10 years old and he was about 7. So this sister was always caring for her little brother, always worried, always concerned about his welfare. So she was very protective of him. Mom sent them to the camp. And it was about day 2, in the middle of day 2. It was when the sister actually was coming out of this tent area that we had that she tripped. And when she tripped, she went down on her knees and she just sort of sat there and she started to quietly start to weep. And as with any camp, children fall and they injure themselves and they have cuts and scuffs, you know, and we want to encourage them, come on, get up, it's okay. We did that with her, and she just sat there on her knees starting to cry, and I could see the tears dropping down on her pant legs. So I went up to her and I said, you know, we'll call her Mary, and I said, Mary, I said, are you okay? And she just sort of looked up at me and she quietly said with huge tears, I really miss my daddy. And it was at that moment that that little girl had an incredible breakthrough. She wasn't able to talk about how much she missed her dad. She wasn't able to talk with friends at school. She really couldn't. She talked with her mom, because she's got a wonderful mom and very supportive, but she didn't really feel heard. She didn't feel like she had the permission to really grieve the loss of her daddy. She was daddy's girl. And she was so preoccupied with caring for that little brother and making sure he was always safe and he was okay, that she put her own needs aside at 10 years old. That's one example of the children that were at our camp. Truly, it's the money from the donors that give to the United Way that support these programs that we can provide to the children and the adults in our community. Through all of our programs, from our adult grief support programs to the children's grief support programs, everything costs money. Everything has a dollar attached to it.